Hey everybody, I think I'm live. Let's see. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Just waiting for the chat to start up. Oh, I see a like. I see 10 people. Can we hear me? Let's see. View on watch page. I'm trying to watch it at the same time. Oh, hey Caitlin. Hey Caitlin. Hey Francine. How are you? I'm trying to see if I can see the chat on my computer so that I can talk to you guys at the same time, because I feel like that. Oh, hey Helen. Hey. Oh, let me just scroll back up. All right, Caitlin, Francine, Miley Smiler. Hey girl. Hey. Helen Cooling. Hello. Caitlin Smith. She sees and hears me just fine. Angie L. Hello. Hello. She sees me. Kelly Smith. Hello from the UK. And Michi Baby, I'm back. I missed the last one. Well, welcome back, honey. Okay, let's talk, you guys. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's good. I have some exciting stuff I want to tell you about. If I can find my notebook. Hold on, let me just see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. Oh, hey, girl. Hey, Carla, Claudia, and Kelly. Hey, Susan. She said she's so distraught, and I'm trying to find a place to move, and everything falls through. Now my narc is being so sweet, I'm so confused. Oh, honey, that's called hoovering. Hoovering. Don't fall for it. He's trying to suck you back in. It won't change. Robin says, when does the mask come off? When my ex-narcissist got married to his new one in February, he gets military benefits from being married to her. I would expect it to come off any time now if it hasn't already. You may not see it, but it's happening. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Donna M. Hey, Michi says, turn away. Yes, I agree. I suggest in regard to Robin Osara's question, when does the mask come off? I would look back into your own relationship, Robin, because narcissists tend to, they tend to kind of have a pattern, and it almost seems like it doesn't vary very much. Hey, Amanda. Oh, wait, whose name is this? I can't see. Hey, Donna from Alabama. Let's see. Caitlin says, first time here. Well, welcome, Caitlin. I'm so glad you're here. Chicklet Vavoom says, you look fab, girl. Well, thank you. Avin Baird says, hello, hello, Avin. Did I say that right, or is it Avin? Golden Spice, hello, my love. How are you? Struggling with my identity theft sociopaths today and the barriers they very much love. Oh, yeah, they love to step over them, don't they? I know, girl. I know. I'm so sorry. Donna Robic says, hi, what to do when you work with someone who is a narcissist? Let's talk about that, Donna. When you work with someone who's a narcissist, it's a real pain in your ass, right? But here's the deal. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's true. The deal is that you have to learn gray rock really, really hard. And the good thing about, for Donna Robics, the good thing about dealing with someone who's a narcissist at work is that they don't have to come home with you most of the time. And so if you can remember that, keep it in mind, don't take anything they say or do personally. Treat them like you would treat a pissed off customer if you have to continue to work with them. If you have the opportunity to change the way you are working, maybe different shifts, different hours, different company, I would do that. But basically to deal with them, one thing you can do, compliment them a lot, compliment them on tiny things, give them plenty of praise and push them way up on a pedestal during the time that you are working with them, and look for a new job if you can. My thoughts. All right. Atika, what a beautiful name. I hope I said that right. Atika Carmen Happy says, hey, good morning from New Zealand. Well, good morning. Hi, Jill Timberlake. Welcome, welcome. She's a first timer. Gazelle, did I say it right, or is it Giselle Mendoza? Hi, all. My narcissist is about to get married and I'm struggling with it. I kind of want to expose him to the new supply, but I'm not sure if I should or not. Excellent question. Don't do it. Here's why. I want you to take a moment, Giselle, or Gazelle, I hope I'm saying it right. I don't know. Giselle, I'm going to go with that. I want you to take a moment and I want you to think back to the time that you were with your narcissist at the very beginning when everything was good. And I want you to ask yourself, what would you do if his ex came up to you at that moment and said, he's crazy, all these things are horrible about him, he's a bad person, he's a narcissist, whatever. What would you have done? Would you have decided that you believed him and that she was in fact the crazy girlfriend he's probably been telling his new girl you are now? Or would you choose to believe a stranger who you didn't know, who might seem a little bit off base based on the person you've been perceiving all this time up to this point? Most of us would have believed our man or our significant other in that case. And I think for that reason, and also because of the constant smear campaigns that most narcissists run, where they, I'm seeing a poor connection. Can you guys still hear me? Most of the time when a narcissist splits up with a significant other, they talk really badly about them in public and to other people. And so she's for sure heard what a crazy person you are. That's why it's not really worth your time. The best thing you can do if you want revenge is to live well and not focus on him anymore. The worst thing you can do to a narcissist is take away your attention, because that is literally how they survive. And if you are still dealing with this person because you have children, keep it business. If you're still dealing with this person for any other reason, cut it off. Feel me? Something to think about. All right. You're welcome, Donna. Francine Fraser says, question, how do I create emotional safety for myself after I've gone gray rock with my narcissistic father? Okay, Francine, that is a very good question. So how do you create emotional safety for yourself after you've gone gray rock with a narcissistic parent? Okay, you begin by every single day thinking of 10 things you're grateful for and 3 things you love about yourself. I know it's silly, but it puts you in the right vibrational space, okay? Then you connect with people who are supportive of you and who will treat you with love and respect as you deserve to be treated. Because if you can do that, you can change your life, all right? And you connect with other people. Francine, if you haven't yet, join SPAN. There are 4,000 plus strong, intelligent people at varying stages of recovery, an incredibly supportive and amazing team of admins, and just the membership in general is very supportive. We have an amazing group of people there, and I would love to have you there. That could really help to begin to create emotional safety for yourself. You have to remember, Francine, that you don't require anyone else's approval, that you need to work toward unconditional self-love. It's a very difficult place to get to, but when you're there, it is beautiful, I promise. Try it. All right, let me see if I can get on today. Okay, Michi asks, how do you gray rock? Watch this, Michi. Watch. Watch. That's how you do it. You don't respond. You don't give any emotional response. For example, I like to use the example of saying, as if you've ever worked in customer service of any sort, any kind of client care, anything like that, if you can imagine a really angry customer who you are not personally attached to, that's how you treat a narcissist. So give them the opposite of the reaction they expect. If usually when they attack you a certain way, you respond by crying or throwing things or fighting with them, do the opposite of that. Act like you're distracted and you can't see anything, or act like nothing bothers you, okay? No matter what they say, nothing bothers you. Something to think about. Okay, yeah, Donna says to Giselle, she won't believe you. Exactly, that's right, Donna, that's right. And that's in regard to the new supply. Zoe says, what timing? Hello, Zoe. She says, what timing? I just got a narc attack, as I call them. Literally, yeah, I call them that too, girl. Literally less than 5 minutes before your notification. Since that would have easily sent me into destructive rumination, I needed that notification. I'm so happy that I was able to help you not feel so alone in this moment, honey. I want you to remember to keep your chin up and to remember that you deserve better than this. I hope you are working on a plan. Let me know if you are. Giselle says right the second time around. So is it Giselle or Gazelle? Right? Is it Giselle with a hard G or with a soft G? Tell me that one, because I want to make sure I'm saying it right. All right. Susan Bruce. Oh, hey, Sue. Hey. Can you talk about the difference between revenge and justice? Yes. Yes. All right. Here's an example. Later today or tomorrow, I'm producing a video about what happens when you're in a relationship with a narcissist and the narcissist sexually assaults you. All right? Now, here's the difference between revenge and justice. Using that example, revenge would be that you would yourself or have someone else sexually assault the narcissist right back. Justice would be that you went to the police and you did what you needed to do to get the narcissist legally dealt with and, potentially be able to warn future people through the sex offender registry in your area. Something to think about. Does that make sense, Sue? Do you want more than that? Is that a good example? All right, Robin. She says, okay. Yeah, I had some savings, only a few vehicles. This girl has more to offer and can have children. I can't. He has 5 children from 5 women he has nothing to do with. On February 12th, he came over and said, I'm going to just try to find the rest of this really quick. Back to Robin. He was not feeling it, but wanted her benefits. I tried to warn this girl, of course, she was madly in love with him. The love bombing didn't believe me. I was hit 12 days after we got married and cheated on for 7 years. Robin, I wish that I could tell you that it would help to warn her, but it just won't, obviously, as you already know. So I think the very best thing you can do, honey, is let go of it and try to focus on yourself now. Focus on your own well-being. You did what you could do. You can't help her. She's going to have to figure it out for herself, and it can't be your problem. I hope that's helpful. Oops, sorry about the boats there. Okay. Giselle says, I did go through it with his ex, and I believed him. Yeah, you believed him. Exactly. So that's an example of why you shouldn't bother, because we would all believe our boyfriend over some crazy ex, wouldn't we? It's not our fault. It's not her fault. It's not their fault. It's just how it is. It's just human nature. It benefits you more to believe him than not to. And when you're in the middle of all of that, you don't even think about what it could possibly become. Christine K. Hello, Christine. She says, hi, Angie. I was in a 5-year narcissistic relationship. And though I know it's over and I am glad, in capital letters, and have learned so much since, I have zero interest in sex and intimacy. Is that a common thing? Is it a common thing? Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear me right now. I'm seeing poor connection, but I'm going to keep talking. Is it common for a person who has left a narcissistically abusive relationship to have, I don't know why I'm still holding this notebook at this point, to have zero interest in sex or intimacy? Yes, it is common, and here's why. It's common for people to not even want to date for a long time, if ever, again, because it is such intense emotional abuse. It is so painful, and it does not let up. And so you become exhausted. You become so tired. You don't even want to keep trying because you have so much negative shit in your life that when you finally get away from it, the only thing you can think about is being happy and not having to, and first you have to recover, you have to have time to recover. If you give yourself time to heal and you give yourself time to learn to be yourself again and be happy and figure out what makes you happy, you have a far greater chance of someday being ready. And it can be some days, next week, it could be someday in 10 years. Don't rush yourself and don't feel bad or guilty about it. It is normal. It is natural. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Don't do anything that feels wrong in your gut. There's a reason for it. Always trust your gut. That's something we all have to learn again after we've been through abuse. We have to learn how to trust our gut. Trust our intuition. It's big. It's important. It matters. And it's never wrong. Promise. All right. Almost never. All right. Antonia hears me. Hello, Antonia. Oh my gosh, there's somebody at my door. This is some crazy stuff. All right. Jill Timberlake. Dealing with getting kicked out of the home. Okay. By a demeaning narc. He loved me to death just last week. Sounds about right. I'm sorry, Jill, that's horrible. I suggest that you focus on yourself now. Do you have a place to go? Do you need resources? I can send you to some, I can send links to you, or have someone send links to you for resources, or you can go to queenbeing.com and look on the emergency resources page. There's different ways you can get housing and all kinds of stuff like that. I hope you're okay. Louisa says, I can hear you. Thank you. She says, thanks, Angie. In fact, thanks, everyone. Can you share some techniques to learn Gray Rock? I'm trying to be compassionate and not make him a, I can't even say that word right now, you guys. It's because it's written in British English. That's got to be it. Pathologize him. Hey, I said it. Pathologize. Okay. But so hard to not be on the defense. Let me actually read that question again. Can you share some techniques to learn Gray Rock? Okay. So here's something that I've done when I needed to Gray Rock people and I had a harder time. Okay. One of the things you want to remember is do not react. So even if on the inside you're screaming and crying and throwing things, don't let them see that on your face. Practice in front of a mirror looking like nothing. Just like this, watch. Just calm, no facial expression whatsoever. No emotions escape your face. And it's hard for people like me. I'm sure it's hard for you guys too, because my emotions are all over my face. But focus on not allowing the emotions to be on your face. Focus on, if you can't, sometimes it's hard to look a person in the eye when they're saying those horrible things to you. So look at that spot right above their eyes. They can't even tell the difference. Or right in the middle of their nose, or I tend to watch the mouth a lot. Don't do that. You can see a lot of the emotions in the mouth. Oh, look, I got some. Anyway, okay. Another thing you can do is the four corners thing. So look at the four corners of the screen, or the four corners behind them on the wall, whatever. If you do that, slowly, or focus on a spot just past their shoulder, like look here instead of here, or here instead of here. Don't look them in the eyes. That's a big important thing. Don't react. Those are important. Let me know. And it is hard to not be on the defense. You have to, if you're going to stay with them, this is the only way to communicate with them. You do not include any negative emotion in communication. Treat them like an angry customer. If you're a customer service person, they're an angry customer. All right. Giselle says, thank you. You're welcome, sweetheart. Robin says, oh, I already got back to that one. Okay. Hello, Darlene Degani. Hello. Michelle says, join what? Where do I find that? Michelle, I'm talking about SPAN. Thank you for asking. And you go to queenbeing.com/SPAN. All the details are there. It's free. It's a private Facebook group. Easy to join. Wonderful, amazing people. I would love to have you, Michelle, and everybody else who's here today. All right. Chicklet Vavoom. Hello, Chicklet. I love your name. I tell you that every week. Says, my narcissist left with a new supply and was seeing his ex when he discarded me. I blocked him. Good for you. But still dealing with PTSD, on meds, yoga, exercising more, but still broken. Please, more videos on how to heal. Yes, ma'am. Coming your way. Don't even worry. I got you. All right. Sue says, hello, Sue. Can you talk about the role of kindness in healing? A lot of us have grown up being told our worth as women was only in what we could give. To reframe that, do you have a safe saying? Span rocks. Thank you, Sue. Do I have a safe saying to talk about the role of kindness in healing? Okay, I don't know if I have a specific saying, but what I would say is this. It always helps you to help someone else. It's good karma. It's good energy. If you do everything that you do in love, then love comes back to you. It's the law of attraction thing. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. It really does. And I'm not talking about necessarily romantic love. I'm talking about a bigger thing like a universal kind of love. You feel me? So if you can radiate that feeling all the time by focusing on things you're happy about in your life and things you're grateful for, your children, your dog, whatever, cats, I really like cats, whatever it is, you can change your life. The more you do to help it. If you don't have money to help people, that's okay. You can help people feel better about themselves. You can help people, by serving them through your job, by whatever it is. Even if you're a checker at, the grocery store, people need to check out their groceries, my friend. You're helping people. Any way you help people is positive. Even just a smile sometimes, or a friendly face, can make someone's day. Let someone pull out in front of you in traffic. Random acts of kindness. Those are great for recovery as well. Sue, I'd like you to feel free to expand. I would love to share your thoughts. I know that you're really, really smart with healing and you know a lot about it and you've been through a hell of a lot yourself. So I would love to hear anything you have to say. Chelsea. Hello, Chelsea. Aw, I'd like to delete my Facebook, but span. Suggestions? Thanks. Okay. Chelsea, a couple of options. You could have just like a dummy account, contact one of our admins and let them know what it is. And we'll do a little passcode thing to help to make sure it's you. The other thing you can do is if you want to join the university, there are some forms there. They're kind of still ramping up, but they're there, and the more active people we have, the more active we become in them. So that's an option as well. I hope that that's helpful, Chelsea. I'm sorry I don't have a lot of better... I'll work on something for you. I'll work on something. All right. Sue says Span rocks. I love Sue. Janine Gartner says, hello, Janine. It's been a year since he served me and still finding out women he has been with for over 28 years of our marriage, and it still hurts. How do I make that stop? Oh, I feel for you, Janine. I really do. That's a horrible place to be. That's a horrible thing to find out after 28 years of your life. It's a horrible thing. And I don't want you to have to go through that. I don't want anyone to go through that. But, and I get that it hurts, and it's gonna hurt, okay? But what you can do, Janine, is you can take a moment, and let me ask you a question. If you're sitting around and you're feeling sad all the time, is that making your life better in any possible way? I know this is a stupid question. Just bear with me and think about that, all right? Does it make your life better to accept the pain? Does it make your life better? Okay, we know it doesn't. 28 years is a damn long time, probably most of your adult life. I would suggest that you set an end date on your mourning. You're going to mourn him. You were with him for 28 years, and now you've learned that a lot of that has been a lie, and that is devastating. So what I want you to do is I want you to set an end date on the morning, okay? Maybe you want to give yourself a month. I would not go more than a month, and I know that sounds like a lot, but generally, even a death, which is very similar to what you're going through, because in a way, the person that you knew, since they never existed, they almost died. Does that make any sense? But how to make that stop is to set an end date, and at that end date, I want you to be prepared to focus on yourself. Have yourself a list of things you want to do that day. Have yourself a list of new goals that you want to work on that don't include him. Things for yourself. See this as not a waste of 28 years, but a new beginning in your life. A new place that you get to define every single thing that happens from now on. And you get to do it freely without being attacked on a regular basis. See this as a gift, not as a sentence. Now you are free. Now you have choices. Now you don't have someone standing over your shoulder telling you what you're doing wrong 24/7. Watch 103 things you no longer have to put up with when you go no contact on my channel, Janine. I think that will be very helpful for you, and make yourself a list just like that, okay? All right. Sue says, Happy Duck Day. I did not know it was Duck Day. Happy Duck Day, my love. Little Miss says, I just watched your video with Coach Mo. It was so amazing. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I will definitely pass it along to Coach Mo. All right. Angie L. Hello, love. She says, Hi, Angie. My question is, since I know my ex-narc trolls my Facebook page, I updated my job title as a student in psychology school, hoping it will make him steer clear. Will it work? Psychologists are their enemies. Maybe. Probably not. Honestly, Angie, he might stop stalking your Facebook page, but I wouldn't... Narcissists don't even think psychologists can see them, and some of them don't even know about their diagnosis. So they are so arrogant and so entitled that they don't even recognize the potential of a psychology degree, in my opinion. But give it a shot, see what happens. It might make him more interested in you because he'll think you'll make more money in the future. Just say it. All right. Zoe says she is, and I can't remember the question. I'm sorry. Francine Frazier says, I'm on Span, and it is awesome. Oh, so wonderful to hear, Francine. I'm so glad. Glad you're one of our tribe over there. I'm trying to remember everybody's name. It's a lot of names. I thought I'd seen you before, though. Amanda says, going through the discard phase with my 4-year-old. narcissist, but can't leave, what? Wait, 4-year-old narcissist, but can't leave due to, you must, oh, 4-year, I read that old, that wasn't there. She's been with a narcissist for 4 years, Amanda Lee, but she can't leave currently due to her financial situation. How do you deal with the hateful comments and tearing down of your self-worth while you have to stay? Okay. Amanda, number one, gray rock, my friend, gray rock. So take all emotion out of all response. Begin to see this narcissist as someone who is limited and someone who, because of his limits or her limits, they're a little below you right now. And I know that sounds arrogant and narcissistic, but if you as an empath can see someone who has limits that you do not have, you might feel almost sorry for them. You feel where I'm going with this? So you have to see him as someone who has limits. And you have to gray rock, and you have to keep him in his place by not giving him the supply that he wants from you. No emotion for him. Feel me? I've done several videos on this, Amanda, and if you email me, I'll try to remember to send links to them to you. Okay? AngieAtkinson@gmail.com. Or comment, and don't comment here. Wait till we get just email me. All right. Darlene Dagani, welcome again. I know we already talked a minute ago, but let's continue. With my narcissist of 10.5 years, and 2 months ago, my narcissist's other supply made her presence known, and you're still there. Look, Darlene, have standards for yourself. I have 3 rules in my current relationship that are what I call deal breakers. You need those. You need deal breakers. My personal deal breakers. And what I mean by deal breaker is something that if this thing happens, I will walk away, right? And there will be no discussion because this thing is unacceptable to me. So in my current marriage, we both have deal breakers, and those are don't cheat on me, don't hit me, don't hurt my kids. Those are the deals. All right? Okay. All right. Diane Hawks. Oh, hi, Diane. How are you? I miss you. She says, hi, thank you for all you do. Hopefully I'll refocus my priorities and get back to Spain. I would love to see you there, love. I would love to see you. I hope you're doing well. Donna Doherty. Hello, sweetheart. She says, hi, Angie. Narvinder Kaur says, hi, Angie, unable to see or hear you. I don't know anything about that, sir, but I am here. Or ma'am, I'm here. I hope you guys can still hear me and see me. Amanda says, I try not to defend myself anymore because it just gets worse and will turn into a fight. But I feel like saying nothing makes him feel like he is right, wins, and he just continues every chance he gets. Listen, you have to give the need to be right as long as you're going to hang around with a narcissist, okay? And I'm not trying to be like all, ooh, tough love or whatever, but that's a fact. If you're going to have to stay there, and I get it, I know sometimes you can't leave right away, honey, I know that. But if you're staying there, Amanda, what you have to do is take that out of your head. You cannot, you know, here's an example. If you're banging your head against a brick wall because you have a headache, and you keep thinking to yourself, this really hurts, but if I keep banging my head against this wall, this headache's got to go away, doesn't it? It's got to go away. It doesn't go away. Your head gets bloody and broken, and you get a big gushing wound, and it doesn't go away. It's the same thing when you try to explain something to a narcissist and make them understand it. If they don't want to, it's just as effective as trying to get rid of a headache by banging your head against that brick wall. Don't do that to yourself. Stop. Just realize they are not capable. Take away the need to be right with the narcissist because you will never win. The best thing you can do is let them think they won and move on, and don't even, if you're leaving anyway, emotionally disconnect from that person. Don't try to continue the relationship. Just step back. She says, I try not to defend myself anymore because it just gets worse and will turn into a fight, but I feel like saying nothing. I already said that. Okay. Yeah, that's what you do. And I know. But if he's going to continue every chance he gets, but if you continue to give him no reaction of any emotional satisfaction for him, he will get bored and he will stop attacking you. And he might still be nasty and sarcastic, but it won't, if you don't let it affect you. Look, it's almost a fake it till you make it thing. If you fake like it's okay with you at first, let it just kind of roll off your back as far as he knows, okay? as you continue to do that, you will see the reaction he gets, how he is flustered, how he is shocked by your behavior or lack thereof. It will become empowering. And it's almost fun. Yeah. All right. Narvinder, I'm sorry, I don't know why you can't hear me or see me, but I'm here. All right. Elise says, I think the girlfriend of my brother is maybe a low-level narc, but can I help my brother somehow? Oh, that's a hard one. How does your brother feel about the girl? Elise, the best thing you can do is maybe try to explain to him about narcissism. One possibility is if you've been involved with a narcissist yourself, if you and your brother are close and you have the opportunity to casually point out these problems or these similarities between them, that's a start. Maybe, leave an article or a video for him. But I think the most important thing to do is tell him that you're here. Tell him what you think as carefully as you can without offending him. If they're still in the love bombing phase, he's not going to believe anything you say, and it actually may alienate him from you. Because if she catches wind, as a narcissist, if she catches wind of what you did or your intention is, you may find yourself in a very negative place. So I just want you to keep that in mind, okay? Okay. I would be really, really, really tread carefully around that one, Elise. Cindy, hello Cindy. How do you let go, move on, quit thinking about him? Well, honey, it's an intentional process. So if you are done healing, great. If you're still working on healing, work on that a little more. And then when you're ready, what you do is you intentionally change your thoughts. Okay, you have to process the emotions first before you can actually move forward, unfortunately. Process the emotions, get through them. I've got some really great stuff on University for getting through this, as well as here on this channel if you search around. I think one of them is even actually called How Do You Let Go of a Narcissist. But just research, do a little searching on my channel and see what you can see. And also queenbeing.com, tons of good stuff there for free. How you let go is you intentionally change your mind and you start by policing your thoughts a little bit yourself. So when you catch yourself daydreaming about him or remembering some wonderful sweet thing about him or even some horrible thing about him, you intentionally change your mind. And I've said this a bazillion times, but I'm going to say it one more time. Something that I do when I'm going through a deal like this where I can't get something out of my head and I have those negative thoughts or not helpful thoughts flowing through my head, what I do is I go, nope, I now change that thought. And I say this to myself either out loud or in my head. I now change that thought and no. I now cancel that thought and replace it with this affirmation of my true divine desire. By taking that moment and saying that phrase, I kind of distract. It's like a pattern interrupt. So instead of going down the hole that I'm proceeding toward at this moment, I switch my direction and I go into a more positive direction. So it's very helpful. All right. Narvinder says stream offline. I don't know, Narvinder. I don't know what the deal is. I'm sorry. I still see other people seeing and hearing me. So I'm going to keep talking. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Becky, how you doing? Okay. Becky, I love your name. Okay. Oh my God, Becky. Okay, I'm sure you heard that forever. But anyway, Lisa Lockhart, hello. I have so much to say. Where can we chat in private? Lisa, if you would like to chat in private, you can go to narcissisticabuserecovery.online and you can set up an appointment, or you can email me at angyatkinson@gmail.com and I will try to help you that way. All right. Sunny Day says, I see and hear you. Thank you, Sunny Day. That is an awesome name. Okay. Rebecca, I say, hey, Becky. Okay. And I'm glad you can still see and hear. Angela Bowers. Hello, Angela. That's my real name, not the Bowers part. Anyway. Hi, Angie. I'm going through a custody battle with my ex. It's dragging on. The court date keeps getting pushed further out. I only get supervised visits with my 2 little boys, and I don't know how much longer I can do this. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I've got a poor connection. I hope you can still hear me. Okay. So Angela, that is very, very difficult. I cannot imagine. But this is what I will tell you. Work with your attorney and have your attorney, do everything they can do. And then this is really, really hard because you've got children involved, but you've got to try to, when you're not with your boys, focus on taking care of yourself. Get yourself a life. and I'm not saying date because it's definitely not time for that. Get around some other females that are positive. I don't know if you're a church person or a synagogue person or whatever, join some women's groups there. Get in that span group and meet some people that way. Meet people outside of the relationship. If you have a close relationship with family members, hang out with them. Set yourself a personal goal. Maybe, I don't know, you want to lose a few pounds, or you want to start painting, or you want to write a freaking book. Now's the time to start focusing on stuff like that. And do your very best to keep your vibe as positive as you can. And instead of not knowing what's going to happen, know that the results that you want of this custody battle, that it will turn out in your favor. You have to focus on that and don't feel scared about it anymore. Know that it's going to be okay. And if you can keep vibrating that way, keep gray rocking the narcissist, keep being cheerful, happy mommy when you see your babies, no matter what, it's going to get better. I wish I could give you better information. I hate that he's taken your children from you. I hate that. But that's the best advice I can give you right now without knowing more information. All right. Hey, Nita Tim. Hey, girl. Hey. Welcome back. Beating Abuse says, hi, everybody. I'm Beating Abuse. Well, that is a great name. I'm new to the group, but not to Angie. I've been a long-time subscriber and viewer. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm happy you're here. Chicklet Vavoom. Gray rock equals ignore and do not feed the drama. No, don't respond. Yes. Don't respond, or respond in as few words as possible if it's something you must respond to. Like, is the house on fire? No, the house is not on fire. Okay? I know that's silly, but no emotion. Jojo Angel, what up, Jojo? She says, I think I hurt him because I talked about the abuse he went through. He hides his phone, making me feel something is wrong. He moved out but still wants me. Since I got him, okay, you guys, my battery's going to die soon. I'm going to have to close up in a moment. So if you have anything to say, say it quick. And I don't want to ask for any sort of, okay. All right. I'm going to be wrapping up shortly is what I'm saying. Jojo Angel, he hides his phone, making me feel something is wrong. He moved out, but he still wants me. Since I got him upset, he hasn't spoken. Okay. So he moved out, but he still wants you. Since you upset him, he hasn't spoken. Do you still want him? Because if he's a narcissist, you have to understand that he's going to continue the same behavior as before. As far as the abuse he went through, I assume you're talking about his childhood, and that sucks. But what, did you make a video and call him out by name? How did you talk about it? I guess I need more information. Michelle H. says, I've been separated 5 years from a nervous 19-year relationship. He worked with me at my dad's business. My dad passed 6 years ago. He won't take a payout. He thinks it's his business. Well, Michelle, is he legally entitled to any of the business? Is that what you're asking me? Where you've been separated? I mean, what I would do, Michelle, is I would just talk to an attorney and get the information. I think it's horrible that he's doing it. I can tell you, he won't take a payout. He thinks it's his business. Get the attorney involved. I mean, it's obviously not his business unless there's something that I'm missing here. It's your father's business, so it should make it yours. And if you guys are still legally married, I still don't know if he has any claim to stake there unless he's actually somehow connected. I don't know. I can't answer that question effectively. I'm so sorry. I know someone who can, and I don't know if she's here, but maybe Jillian, my attorney friend / co-author, maybe she could. If she's here, maybe she'll pop in and say something. I don't have the answer to that one. I don't want to give you wrong information. But I understand how frustrating that would be. I know that doesn't help. All right. Joe Angel 1983 says, I ran into him and people I didn't know. He said hello but didn't introduce me. I got upset and he laughed with one of his friends. He said it was over and left me standing. So you guys were together at that point and then he just left you hanging? I hope that's not the case. If that is the case, well, I don't know what to say. She says, this is Jojo Angel again. She says, I'm devastated. How do I get over this pain? I can't sleep. I can't be around people. Oh my gosh, I know that feeling. Okay, Jojo, it's time to take care of you for now, okay? It's time for you to do something just for yourself. First of all, I want you to set an end date on this thing, like I was telling our other viewer earlier. You need to decide when you're going to be done with this sadness, okay? I think in most cases you can do it within a week. I would not go longer than a month and you might even go less time than that. I love a good weekend cry. During that time, that from today until the day that you decide you're ending your mourning, what I want you to do in your mourning period for the relationship, what I want you to do is scream and cry and throw things, do whatever you want, journal as much as you can, get your feelings out, talk to people that you trust, you know, make it your therapeutic time. Let yourself mourn, let yourself cry and throw things, whatever. But at the end of that time, you be ready with a plan on how you're moving forward without all that sadness. And you wake up the next day and intentionally choose every single thought that comes through your head. That's how you get through the pain. Pick an end date for the pain and then move forward. All right? All right. Nita. Hello, Nita again. She says, I did not talk and met my ex-narcissist for already 7 days, and every day I feel better. Oh, very good. You're no contact. I'm so happy to hear that, Nita. Good job. Congratulations, everybody. Give her a round of applause. Yes, I hope you will stay no contact too. Stay strong. Don't hope it. Just do it, girl. Just do it. I'm so proud of you. Good job. All right. Helen Cooling. My battery's about to die, everybody. I'm going to just try to keep going until it does. Or close to that, anyway. Helen Cooling says, I gray rocked my ex the day since he was leaving me for his new source. He accused me of never loving him. Come on. Helen, he is obviously underestimating your intelligence. All right? Obviously, he's projecting his lack of love because if he's a narcissist, he can't love you the way that you love him. And I'm sorry for that. How do you feel? Are you feeling upset about it, or what are you thinking? All right. Heather, I'm in a 19-year relationship and a 10-year marriage. Yeah, that's a long time, Heather. That's most of your adult life, I'm guessing. Okay, I can't remember why you're telling me that. I think you asked me a question. Assuming that you are still in the relationship, is that what you're saying? You're still there, and that's why you're still there? Is that what it is? Okay. All right. Louisa Longford, thanks so much. Hope you all have a great day. Back at you, sweetie. Zoe, how do you find a psychologist that understands so that they contribute to so that they find that the person is contributing to gaslighting and self-doubt and dissociation, and how can you tell? Well, one thing you can do is straight up interview your psychologist, the people that you're thinking about working with, your psychologist. Straight up ask them the question, are you familiar with this? It matters. Now, they can still help you sometimes if they're not familiar with it, but they have to be open-minded and willing to do some research if that's the case. I had one person tell me that her psychologist said to her, what is gaslighting? If they say that, they probably don't know. If they victim blame, they probably don't know. Don't be afraid to go try someone out, and if it's not right, don't be afraid to switch. And if you don't need psychological help, if you just need help getting through the narcissistic abuse, or you want to combine a coach and a psychologist, that might help you. So if you're needing some help with things that only a psychologist does, like diagnosing, and I don't know if, only psychiatrists prescribe. So if you need meds or you need help with that kind of stuff, then you go over here to these people. But if you also want to combine a good or decent therapist with a coach who knows about narcissistic abuse, that's another effective way. It just depends on your budget and your time constraints. Joining SPAN is a really great way to get a lot of great information. Follow my videos. I do free video coaching every single day, as you guys probably know. I try to vary up the topics. I listen to you guys. When you tell me, hey, could you do videos about this? I always try to put it in my schedule. So keep talking to me and I will keep talking to you, all right? My freaking battery is seriously about to die. I'm about to close up, you guys. I want to try to get, Heather, I want to answer this question and then I'm going to close down for the day, and I will try to come back and answer your questions on the chat if I can access it from my computer, which I couldn't earlier, but either way, I'll be back sooner than next Tuesday with another live stream. Heather says, he has started up this weird sexual behavior and is empty. I don't know if it's because I woke up and he's been this way all along. Yeah, honey, listen. They tend to have weird sex things. In fact, like I said, I'm doing a thing later today about how to deal with the abuse of sexual abuse inside of a relationship. I've done videos about narcissists and sex before. There is such a thing as rape inside a relationship, and it's multifaceted. So I'm going to talk about that later. If you have other questions that you want me to answer in that video, let me know. Starting the weird sex stuff, I want to say this to you. Don't do anything just to please him. Don't do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable or sick. Sometimes they have these ideas that are horrifying to us. And if it's horrifying to you, it makes you feel sick or like a bad person, don't do it. Don't let him pressure you into it. And don't be afraid to go away if you need to in order to not have to be abused. Even if you need to keep other people in the house with you, don't let yourself be in that situation. I don't want that for you. All right. I've got to wrap up, you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I just don't want to accidentally cut off in mid-sentence, and I'm at like 3% right now, and it's going fast. I will charge up better next time, and we'll talk longer, okay? Have a wonderful day, everybody. Big hugs, love, and I'll try to come back in the comments if my computer lets me, all right? I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of my day and a part of my life. Thank you for letting me be a part of yours. It really means a lot to me. Each and every one of you guys means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Thank you.